Yeah. Okay, anyway, see you.
That was good. Thanks. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I realized last time we had like a 10-second non-verbal joke, and I was like, if you're listening to this, you probably think something got screwed up.
It's all good. Okay. Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party, pal.
This is a podcast by us, the Loomer Brothers. I'm Preston Loomer.
I'm sometimes Nathan Loomer.
Today he is Steve Loomer.
I'm Steve. No, I'm not. I can't keep track of that right
now. And we like to talk about movies. We force each other to watch movies, and then we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And this week's category was we went real simple after all the chaos and picked just Scorsese movies, and that may have been a mistake. I'm wearing my Martin Scorsese glasses.
Oh damn!
I was like, I'm gonna put on the Martys.
I have my contacts on, so it's gonna be awkward. Nah.
Just leave them off of the thumbnail. I can get the thumbnail off of this, and then we're good. Okay, we're good. That's it.
Marvel movies aren't art.
Marvel movies aren't art. No, they're not cinema. That's the difference. There's like a roller coaster. You know, roller coasters aren't cinema.
Unless you film them.
I'm like sitting there going, somebody shoot a whole movie on a roller coaster. Do Die Hard on a roller coaster.
Now it is.
Speed 4. It's teenage Keanu Reeves, and he's on a roller coaster.
Oh, no. CGI. Okay.
I don't know if I love or hate that idea, but I'm going to keep it.
Oh, man, just any ride. Put a bomb on it.
So we watched 6 Scorsese movies that we chose mostly at random because we hadn't seen a lot of them before.
Yep.
Mostly, what's the one?
And clicked.
Yeah, I was like, what are the ones I want to see that I haven't seen yet? Great, done. Let's do it. Yeah. We picked The Departed, The Last Temptation of Christ, Shutter Island, Hugo, Taxi Driver, and The Wolf of Wall Street.
God, I'm glad you did all 6. I couldn't remember which ones I picked for a second.
I don't know which ones you picked either. I know which ones you picked because I definitely remember which ones I picked.
Okay, got mine. Yeah.
I have no category. I have no way to sort these.
We talked about the length a lot. I don't know if we want to go from longest to shortest to longest.
Let's do longest to shortest. I think longest to shortest is good, which means we're starting with The Wolf of Wall Street.
Good. That's a good start, actually.
It's because we end. See, I watched them all. I timed them all. We end with the best one. That's the trick.
Oh, good.
The shortest one is the best one in the group.
Okay.
Coming in at just under 3 hours, we have the Wolf of Wall Street, a movie about a guy who gets high a lot.
A lot.
I did not like this movie.
This is my 3rd time watching it and 1st time finishing it. So. Yeah, I completely agree.
I don't know. And I was reading reviews and stuff afterwards, and I was like, why was this so beloved? This is a movie about a trash person who does trash things.
It's so boring. There's nothing. I don't know why I feel like not much happens in this movie besides party, mistake, and money, I guess.
And then occasionally you get Leo doing this face.
Yeah.
Which is the
best moment of the movie. But
I mean, I will say Leo DiCaprio is brilliant. I got a funny story about this later. So I'll tell you when we get to The Departed because that's the order that I started with. But yeah. I wrote the same note down about Leo 3 times. I just was like, I was like, is this the first Leo movie we've watched? And I was like, I've already watched The Departed. No, that's not. I think this is the first time we've watched any movies with Leo, though.
I think so, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, given how many movies Leo has been in.
Yeah.
The Susan Lucci of the Oscars.
Got him.
No, he's not. I have a theory, though. This is my theory.
Yeah.
So, you remember back in 2016 when life was pretty good?
Yeah.
You remember then we gave Leo an Oscar and then everything went to shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we hadn't given him that Oscar, it would have been fine.
Well, it's because we gave it to him for a movie he didn't deserve it for. I said it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's most of the Best Actor Oscars post Eddie Redmayne winning for Theory of Everything. I think everybody after that just kind of got him because it was like, they're good and they haven't gotten one and we need to, and just give Joaquin an Oscar.
Just throw it at him. Joker, fine.
Joker's a good performance in a bad movie.
I guess the reason why this movie makes me sad that I don't like it is when I go look at the cast list, I like everybody in the movie.
There are so many people in this movie too.
Yeah. So,
I do this thing when I take notes. I'm like, oh, such and such is in this movie. About the third or fourth one, I was just like, I'm gonna stop because there's too many people.
Yep. Oh God.
I do want to. This is my headcanon for this: is that Matthew McConaughey wasn't actually supposed to be in this movie. He just walked on set and nobody told him to leave.
It's gotta be.
And just walking up there.
He just got his Oscar, right? The year before.
He beat Leo. No, this was the same year. He beat Leo.
My God.
with Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah.
Which makes sense. I get it.
I think Leo's good in this. I'll give him that. Mm-hmm. I think Jonah Hill's good for Jonah Hill.
Yeah, I like Jonah Hill.
I think there's a lot of...
I like him better in serious movies than comedies.
Yeah, I do too. So. I liked Margot Robbie in this, for the most part. Mm-hmm. I think there are a lot of people who watch this just because Margot Robbie's in it.
Yeah. I actually really like the mother from How I Met Your Mother. I don't know her name.
Kristen Milioti. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really like her in this.
I don't remember. I probably said that wrong. I apologize to anyone who actually is a huge fan of her, and I bungled her name.
Oh, I don't even know it. So
yeah, I wrote that down at one point. I was like, and that kid says How I Met Your Mother, and it was right when Leo was like blowing coke off a hooker.
Oh God!
I was just like, this is terrible. I think the biggest problem I have is I don't like any of the characters. And like all of these dudes are trash. Like there is not a single person in this movie that I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, hard to root.
Yeah, it's hard to watch a movie where you hate everyone.
Yeah, and I don't know why I also don't care much for the subject matter, and I know that's just me. Business when they talk about business, but don't really talk about what the business is.
Yeah. They do a decent job of explaining kind of how Wall Street scams work, but Wall Street's so complicated. If you don't know it, oh my God, it is hot in this room.
I know the one day we do the podcast is like the hottest day of the year.
Gosh, yeah, I don't know a lot about Wall Street. I don't know a lot about how to make money. Obviously, if I knew how to make money, I probably wouldn't be going back to college right now. No, but like, I will say this is my favorite story about Wolf of Wall Street, though. Is if you watch interviews, we're talking to Margot Robbie because she's Australian. If you didn't know. And they're talking about how she did the accent, and she was trying to do it, and she was doing all the like actual repetitions and working on the different articulation sounds.
Yeah.
And then one day her coach goes in and just act like you just got your nails painted, and she just goes like with her hands, and then everything is like this. And all of her gestures, and then this whole voice comes out, and she just does the voice that she does in the movie.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It works. It's fine.
I mean, if you're into Wall Street stuff and you like watching garbage people be garbage without any redemption.
Or you could watch a movie I prefer more, which is The Big Short.
The Big Short is a better version of this movie. Also has Margot Robbie in it.
Yeah,
so.
and oh my gosh, it does.
Yeah.
But it also has characters you like. And
and also based on a true story. All fun stuff.
Very good.
All kinds of good things. I was trying to think about it, and I think the problem is it's trying to be funny, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like, black comedy is really hard to do, and this one just doesn't quite land for me. That being said, I get it. Scorsese's great. He knows what he's doing.
It's filmed fine.
It's cinema. It's not a roller coaster.
It's not a roller coaster.
That's what we should have done. We should have done most likely to be a roller coaster.
Oh my God! Movies that at least have a roller coaster in it at some point.
Three Ninjas.
One
of them does.
Shoot Apollo 13.
Or 11.
I don't remember which one. Yeah.
No, it's 13. 11's the documentary about the moon. I don't think there's a roller coaster in that. I think there's. Yeah, that's it. That's our connection.
That's two movies.
Next category.
Roller coaster. Oh man, I love Three Ninjas. Actually, someday I will watch them.
Rather fun Wolf of Wall Street facts. This held the world record for most uses of the word "fuck" in a single movie. It was like 590 something. It got beaten out by a documentary on the word "fuck." To To beat the world record, you literally had to make a documentary entirely about the word.
Nice.
So this is, I guess it's still like the most for a non, documentary movie. I don't know if they give that award out. It's
good for it.
Yeah. I wrote down how am I only an hour into this movie, and then about 2 lines later, how do I still have an hour of this movie, because I don't think I wrote anything else on my notepad in the middle hour of this movie.
I will give it one thing. I actually do like the ending moment of this movie. The surrealism of selling the thing, whatever that moment is.
Yeah, the pin bit.
The pin bit's great.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
Thing.
I do like him crashing the Lambo. I think that sequence is pretty funny.
Oh yeah, that's good.
When he gets home and then you find out how he actually drove home. Scorsese movies. I'm trying to look up run times because I don't actually know which one's the next longest.
The Last Temptation. I have them right here.
Oh, you did? Oh, you.
Yeah, I got them. I mixed them up.
He made a 4.5 hour long movie? What is this?
Oh, how long was what that's called? The Irishman. Yeah,
Irishman was 3.5.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was longer.
I felt like it was longer.
God.
Oh, yeah, so there it is. Yeah, the next one is The Last Temptation of Christ.
This is the one I was most looking forward to watching.
I liked most of it. Actually, this is one of the ones that I thought was good. Right at the top, Willem Dafoe comes in, and I turn and yell across the room. No one's in the apartment. I just go, Jason Bourne, that's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, God. Oh, my God. I love him. Mm-hmm. I love him in everything, though, which is so it's... I know I'm biased on Willem Dafoe.
Look, here's the deal. If you have to have a white Jesus... Make it Willem Dafoe.
Make it Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe's the only person I think who is allowed to be white Jesus anymore. That being said, what did they do to Harvey Keitel in this movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. He came in and I was like, what is this? He's got a red, super tight perm.
Jeez.
And it just looks stupid. And then you're supposed to be like, and who is this? Oh, he's Judas?
He's Judas.
This is the guy who killed Jesus.
I had to look him up on my IMDb because I wasn't sure who the actor was. I'm like, I know his face, but I don't.
Hard, yeah.
And so, yeah. And then
yeah, Harvey Keitel's been in a whole bunch of Scorsese stuff.
Yeah.
What else? There was, yeah. I don't know. I think this movie took a really... Obviously, this like any movie with Jesus as the subject matter gets controversy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie, even when they do it exactly like it is word for word the Bible. Somebody goes, this is an abomination. How dare you? It's like, I just did what the book said.
It's literally the book.
Come on, man. No, I think it's a really interesting take on the internal struggle of Jesus and his own sort of self-doubt as the Messiah.
Yeah, which is cool.
Because that's a big responsibility to be told, oh, hello, Dodie. He's jumped up here. He's like right here. He's just below the camera.
He's good.
He's a cute boy. His mother just left, so he's now mine.
He's yours forever.
Oh, mine. No, yeah, it's just like every other movie plays Jesus is like kind of self-righteous character, and for him to be like, no, I don't really know if I want to do this.
He just at the end he just runs away. He's like, no, thank you.
For anyone who's curious, I'm pretty sure this movie does show us Lil Willem. He's on the cross. There's like one shot where I'm like, I definitely think I saw Willem Dafoe's penis.
Oh my God. I must have been looking away. I must have not.
Oh, you missed it. You missed Lil Willem.
I love the setting for this movie. I love the sets that were built. I think it's got a great look.
Hold on, I gotta get the dog a treat, or he's gonna keep harassing me. I'm getting up, going to the closet.
The new dog can't make it up the stairs yet, so I'm chilling here.
You're lucky. All right, here, take your beef penis. I've said penis twice on this podcast already, and I didn't even mean to.
Oh my gosh.
No, and I think making Jesus an unreliable narrator is a really bold choice.
Yeah.
Of like saying like that whole ending sequence where he gets off the cross and he like lives his entire life only to go back. That's a big move.
Yeah, that was cool. And this one was worth the runtime. I
Yeah.
would say I didn't get bored. I was engaged for most of it, which was nice.
Yeah, I felt like this one was solid. Like I think there was one period somewhere in like the second third of the movie that I was like, okay, this is getting a little tedious. And then they got to the passion stuff, and that's when it was like, cool, we're back.
David Bowie looks the most human he's ever looked in anything.
You don't even. I didn't even realize it was him for a minute.
Yeah.
I knew he was in the movie too, and I was like, oh, that's David Bowie.
He just looks so normal. I'm like, that's just a guy. That's just could be any guy, really.
I had this hysterical idea, and I don't know if it'd work if you just cut the audio from Goodfellas on top of the movie. Just that opening shot of Jesus cutting wood, and he goes, all my life I knew I wanted to be a gangster. And then you just like go.
Oh my god. I mean, oh my Jesus is what I meant.
Pontius Pilate looks at him and goes, funny? Funny how? Funny like I amuse you? I'm going to the special level of hell right now.
Oh, we didn't pick that movie, so we had to get it in here somehow.
Yeah, we somehow managed not to pick Raging Bull, Goodfellas, or there's another big one. Or gosh, what is it? I don't remember. There's a third one that he did that was like pretty big, and we didn't pick it. Gangs of New York. That was it.
Oh yeah, I almost picked that. I was very close.
Yeah. I will also say, I just said this earlier, The Wolf of Wall Street knocked Scorsese out of my 5 movies in a row list. I thought it was better than it was.
Oh god. I don't know. A lot of his going through his IMDb now, there's a lot of misses for me. I'm like, nope.
Nope.
You don't get 5 good movies in a row.
Nope. We have this thing that Nate saw this video a while back with this guy basically just trying to determine which musicians have the cleanest track record as far as like great albums go.
You get 5.
And we thought, what if you applied it to directors and movies?
Yeah.
So we won't reveal any of those right now, but Scorsese's not on the list.
It is not on the list. That's why he hasn't won an Oscar, right? Oh, he won an Oscar? Has he won an Oscar?
Yeah, The Departed.
Oh, okay, God.
That was his courtesy Oscar after he got shafted like 9 times.
Right. That's the courtesy Oscar.
Yeah, that was the one where they were like, all right, fine. We'll just release a bunch of garbage so Scorsese can win an Oscar this year.
I love it. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
No, the other thing in this movie is it's a little homoerotic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that. When they were talking about The Last Temptation, I was like, is it a gay thing? Is this it? And then there's a gay parody called The First Temptation of Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Which I guess is about Jesus' like struggle in college.
Oh my.
That one will get us sent to a special level of hell.
Yes,
I'm not watching that with a 10-foot pole.
I'm good. Oh, okay.
All right.
So you want me to say the next one? Do you?
Yeah, I don't know what the next one. You're running the show, I guess.
Now it's time for The Departed. It's
The Departed.
Big boy time.
I actually really like The Departed.
I really liked it. The Departed.
I know people claim it's not top tier Scorsese, but I think they're wrong.
Mm-hmm. You get a good director behind Mark Wahlberg, you can do some good stuff too.
You get a good director and let him have a freaking Boston accent.
Yeah, that's right. You let him not try to act.
It's the only remake to ever win Best Picture.
Oh,
it's based on a Chinese movie called Internal Affairs. Stars Tony Leung, who was just in Shang-Chi.
Oh,
yeah,
I know what that is. Yeah,
he played I think he played the DiCaprio.
Oh, it literally came out a year before the DiCaprio one. Oh my god!
I think he played. I can't remember if he played the DiCaprio one or the Damon or Matt Damon. He was one of the two main guys. This is also, honestly, I think this is the best Jack Nicholson performance since like the last Oscar he won. Like, I mean, not ever. I think his stuff in the 70s and 80s is much better than this.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest and Shining are both pretty up there. But like this is, I mean, for him being, he was in his 70s doing this.
Yeah.
And he just comes, and he just, the thing I love about Jack Nicholson is he can be completely off the board in terms of just like, he can do shit that you're like, that's bad acting. I don't care though, because Jack Nicholson knows what he's doing.
I love Jack Nicholson getting angry because he shakes his whole body. He doesn't just get mad. He gets like, I'm gonna beat somebody.
He just goes. He commits 100%.
Yeah. God. We haven't even talked about the movie though. We haven't even talked about.
No, we're just gonna talk about Jack. This is a Jack Nicholson podcast now. I think the theme of this movie is just all cops are bastards.
Yeah,
that's what I've gathered.
Good. We need more of these.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it.
Yeah. There's the cool X trivia that everybody knows about now. That when people were talking about it was like, oh look, super cool secret fact, and it was like everybody's seen that. Everybody knows.
Which one is that now?
The one about how every time somebody dies, there's an X right before them. Like there's an X somewhere in the shot. It'd be like window panes or like bars in a building or something. You know, like.
I guess I'm the only person who didn't know that.
All right, Nate, learned something today.
Oh, I learned something.
Yeah, that's the fun fact is Scorsese did that on purpose.
Okay.
Basically, if you saw an X, somebody was dying a minute later.
Or said he did it on purpose. He could just.
The big one. The big one is they say if you catch on to that trend at the right time, when Leo gets shot, you're like, oh, because you think he's gonna get there. Spoilers: Leo dies. You think he's gonna get there, then the elevator doors swing open and there's an X right behind him, and they're like, oh crap.
Oh my gosh, that's just really cool now. No. Oh, maybe we gotta rewatch it in a couple of years. Give me a Scorsese break.
Well, yeah, we're not doing Scorsese probably ever again.
Ever again.
I mean, we might do his movies in terms of. I feel like Goodfellas and Raging Bull could probably end up on here at some point.
Yeah, I like to watch Raging. I've never seen Raging Bull. That's one I should have picked, but.
Yeah. I've just heard. Yeah. Now I finished it though, and I was just like, now I just want to watch Internal Affairs. I want to just go see that movie.
Yeah. Now I want to watch it now that I know that. It's
yeah,
crazy.
I think, and I bet it's better.
Yeah. That's how it happens.
I don't have a lot to say on this one because it's just good. I just like it. Like I got start to finish. It doesn't feel super long. It doesn't. It moves really well. It's got a lot of good action shots. Yeah. It's got a crazy good cast.
Crazy good cast. Probably the best cast out of all the movies I think we watched.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think of these six, yeah.
These six. Okay.
I mean, technically, I think you could say Wolf of Wall Street might have a better cast, but I think for how they're used, I think this is the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
So. Now we get to Shutter Island.
Shutter Island. I don't even know her island.
Oh. No.
Sorry.
I'm out. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry.
I really thought about clicking the leave button and coming back.
So okay, this is the one. I don't recommend you watch a lot of these twice. This one you should watch again. If you haven't seen it, if you've already seen it one time, it is a completely different movie the second time around.
This is my second time watching it since I ever saw it. I was really happy about that.
Yeah, it was way cooler. For those spoilers, for those who've never seen it,
get out.
Leo's a cop Leo's like an FBI agent investigating a disappearance on a remote prison island for like the mentally deranged. And what you kind of come to learn is that he's not a cop; he's a prisoner, and they've been like letting him run around, sort of willy nilly, just to try and work him through his psychosis. Yeah. And the first time you watch it, you're like, that's a good twist. The second time you watch it, like, oh my gosh, it's so obvious, like, from the outset. I think the first line Mark Ruffalo says, you're like, yup.
Yeah.
Yup, that dude knows.
Oh, and I love it, my Mark Ruffalo. I always forget what movie he's in until I rewatch them, so...
Or as I call him, Mark Ruffalo-up-a-guess.
Oh my gosh, it's really great. It really, oh gosh.
This movie has a Lovecraftian feel to it. I don't know how familiar you are with like Call of Cthulhu and the Lovecraft stuff. Yeah, it's got that isolation, that kind of insanity thing that he does.
Yeah, something feels off all the time.
Yep.
It's just like even after you know the twist, you still what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's just such a good, and like I mean the big moments are really good, the small moments are really good.
Yeah.
For not having a cast of people you probably recognize, it has a really strong cast.
Mm-hmm.
And God bless Michelle Williams for existing because she can do no wrong.
This was the movie that when I was watching it, I went, "Who is doing all the costumes for Martin Scorsese, and where are they finding them? Because like every movie has the same like tuxedos and suits, but not quite.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio performance out of the bunch of movies we saw. I could say Departed, but I think I prefer this.
Of the ones we saw, this is definitely my favorite Leo performance.
Not my favorite of all time, but
no, that's Titanic. that's Romeo plus Juliet.
Okay. I was gonna say Gilbert Grape, but
Gilbert Grape's good too. That's what was that terrible movie he was in? He was in one of the. Was he in one of the? No, it was Creepers. He was in the Creepers 3.
Creepers
3.
I love Creepers.
That's it. This was like the third one in a row that had an unreliable narrator, and I just was like, I think this is a Scorsese thing.
Yeah,
it's just like the narrator doesn't really know what's going on.
To throw you off. Yeah, it's really true.
Oh. I also like that he got Elias Costas to play a like De Niro lookalike in this one.
Yeah.
As soon as that guy came out, I was like, "Is that De Niro? Did he get De Niro to like?"
He looks just like him for some shots.
Yeah, I was like, did he like want De Niro and just couldn't get him?
Like,
and said, "I'll get a guy who looks like him, and we'll make it.
It'll work. We'll fly him."
Yeah,
God, it's so true.
It's so.
I'm glad. I thought maybe I was just seeing things.
I mean, Scorsese and De Niro. That's
Yeah,
they're the best.
Oh my god,
they're great. We love them. No, I think this one's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good mystery when you don't know the ending, and I think it's a really great character study when you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're gonna watch any of these more than once, make it Shutter Island.
Make it Shutter Island. Or Tech.
Or we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. I know.
We're not there yet. We got another movie between them.
We got one more movie in between them.
Yeah, the one that I did not know what to do with.
Yeah, and I also didn't super love. Probably my just a Wolf of Wall Street that I didn't super like.
Yeah, so we want Hugo is the next longest one. I know this one because I know which one's the shortest.
Yes.
Hugo's a kids movie, sort of.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd say it's a kids movie. It's a movie about kids.
I think that's my problem. It's not. I remember it being marketed to people like kids when I was a kid because like I was at that age and I didn't want to see it. I'm glad I didn't because it's not.
And it came out around. They were doing a lot of those weird whimsical. Like kids movies at that point.
Yeah.
They were doing. I think that's around the time the Alice in Wonderland reboot was getting.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka had the remake, and then there was like Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus and what's his name's Wonder Emporium, like all those.
Yeah.
All those weird ones that you're like, I don't know what this is based on. This is probably based on some kid's book that I've never heard of, and this one is too. I will say I love Asa Butterfield.
Yeah.
We've just been finished. We've just been watching Sex Education, which if you haven't seen it, is the best TV show on Netflix right now.
I'll have to give it a shot because I love him. When I looked him up after the movie, I went, "Oh, Boring Straight Pajamas. Oh, Ender Game." Movies that I didn't like. I didn't love Ender Game, but I loved him in it. So
yeah, he's been great. He was almost Spider-Man. Good. He was the number 2.
I could like him as Spider-Man.
Tom Holland did a backflip and got it, but Asa Butterfield was there.
If you can actually do the stunts, you deserve to be Spider-Man.
I think that Sacha Baron Cohen needs to be in more stuff that isn't Borat and Bruno and like all his weird.
He needs to be in a lot more things.
He's so good.
He's so good.
He's so good, and he doesn't get enough credit for it because
I'm so bummed he didn't get to play Freddie Mercury that he canceled that project. Because
to be fair, that project went down the tubes.
Yeah, it went down the tubes.
Like that movie. If we ever do most dramatic behind the scenes films, that might end up being.
God,
up there. That was the.
We got our boy Christopher Lee back in the house again. I don't know how many times we've had him on the podcast.
I think it's only been like 3.
Okay.
I think maybe it was just Wicker Man.
I could have swore I brought him up before. I don't know why.
I think it might have just been Wicker Man. I don't think we watched anything else with him before.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back through. Whatever. I'm too lazy.
No, he has too
many IMDb things.
God, yeah, Christopher Lee's got like 75 movies.
Yeah.
So. He's made. This is gonna sound awful. He made like porn star levels of filmography in terms of just sheer output.
Sheer number, yeah.
Now, granted, you have to give that in the 50s he made like 12 Dracula movies in a week.
Yeah.
like every year.
Yeah.
Probably because they just said, just get him in a costume, tell him we're going, we're shooting. Doesn't matter what scene. We'll splice them together.
I wonder how many of those are just shots from other shots from.
I was thinking one of these Halloweens doing the Hammer horror films.
Yeah.
Because I've heard they're both awful and amazing.
Yeah. I could do that. I don't love Ben Kingsley. I'm gonna be that guy. He's fine. He's always fine to me. I don't know what it is.
I liked him, and here's the thing: I liked him in Shutter Island. I didn't like him in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Ben Kingsley in a lot of stuff. They just didn't do anything with him.
No.
He's a real person. He's playing a real person who legitimately made Trip to the Moon.
Yeah.
Which is the movie that they show in this. Like, and they almost show the whole freaking thing too.
Well, it's only like 10 minutes long or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, they almost show the whole freaking thing.
It's cheating, but it's in the public domain. So Scorsese grabbed it, threw it in the roller coaster movie. I said it.
Sorry, I got a text message from my wife. I gotta respond.
Okay.
Urgent.
We'll just cut this. Time to text.
Text break, guys. All right, I'm done. Here we go. Okay, back. Yeah, no, I've seen Trip to the Moon. It's weird.
It's weird.
It's the first. I think it's regarded as like the first feature ever.
First movie that was not just people being filmed.
Yeah, it was like the first actual narrative movie, and it's really whimsical and it's really kind of cool. And if you think about the fact that it was like 1910 or something, it was a long time ago.
God, the moon is still creepy though. Somebody's like, I just want to make this weird moon face. You like it? Oh, stop. I'm gonna poke your eye out. Oh my god.
You know. But I think the problem is that the movie doesn't know if it's supposed to be a whimsical movie for children or a biopic told through the eyes of a child.
Yes. And
it goes back and forth. And I'm going to be honest, if I was making a kids movie, I don't think I would pick Martin Scorsese as the guy to do that.
That's the big thing.
It doesn't. This one feels the least Scorsese-y of the six.
Product-y, like someone. It's weird because I would say that about Willy Wonka too at the time. That it's not. It's like the least.
The Tim Burton one, yeah.
It's not very Tim Burton-y. It's fantasy.
But even that has some of Tim Burton's sort of look about it. Like this doesn't feel anything. It doesn't have the sort of brown tones of a Scorsese film. It doesn't have the grit.
Yeah.
It's too fluffy.
Yeah.
And the plot's really disjointed. I was like, there's a lot going on and it doesn't all come together real well.
It doesn't work for me.
There's like 6 storylines between like random people that you don't spend a lot of time with that you're supposed to invest in. Dodie hated all the dogs in this movie.
Oh, good.
You know, because that's what he does.
He does?
We literally had to like sit on him for half of the film because he kept trying to charge the TV.
Kill that dog. I do love that.
And I always tell him, I'm like, what are you going to do? That's a Doberman. What are you going to do? You're going to get up there, the thing's going to kill you. Come on. You can't take that guy. He doesn't know. He doesn't care. Dodie's a fighter.
He can take it. I know he can take it.
He's going to try.
He's going to try. I mean, he can try. That's the thing. You have to win to be a fighter.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in Hugo that are kind of set up really cool, but then just don't pay off, and it ends up being fine.
It's fine. So, you're welcome. It's fine. Our review at the end of the day.
It was okay.
Okay. God.
Watch it if you have kids. And Netflix is on, and you don't know what to do with yourself. I don't know. It's a good way to kill 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah. So, but now we get to the shortest movie.
The shortest one, and in my opinion, the best one.
The best one. Make more short movies with a lot more in them.
Oh my gosh, I love Taxi Driver so much.
I love Taxi Driver.
It is Scorsese's best movie, and I do not care that I haven't seen Raging Bull yet. It's this one.
Yep, it's this one. It's so good.
I'm gonna watch Raging Bull like next week and be like, "Whoa, I was wrong."
From start to finish. Oh, it just never stops.
How De Niro did not win an Oscar for this movie is beyond me. I know the guy from, I think it's the In the Heat of the Night one, or Network. I think it was the guy from Network, which is like a big deal, but
whatever. He's so good. He's like the best.
Good.
one of the best performances ever.
This is the least roller coaster movie of all time. That's not even true.
Using his metric, there's no roller coaster.
That's That's gonna be my new rating.
Oh my god!
Is it cinema? Is it roller coaster? What? Where is the line?
Oh my gosh!
I saw some guy who's like, Scorsese says that. I bet he sits at home and watches all those freaking Marvel movies. I bet he's a big old fan.
Oh my gosh! No, it's brilliant, and it's weird because he's like an anti-hero in this, which I love. I know he is a veteran, unstable, but a very sexist, just like abusive man.
He's an awful dude.
And
then he saves a prostitute who's 12.
Yeah.
14, 12. She's underaged.
Yeah.
Jodie Foster just proven why she's Jodie Foster.
Yeah. That's why you shoot a president over it. That's why you do it. Stop. It's the second time I made that joke on this podcast. Yeah.
Of all the reasons to shoot Ronald Reagan. Because Jodie Foster doesn't know who you are.
More valid. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, man. We just lost a follower. Somebody's like, whoa. No. I was trying to figure out if Charles Palantine was based on somebody. I never could.
No.
I was like, is this politician supposed to be a metaphor for something? It's 76, so I feel like he could have been Jimmy Carter.
It could have been somebody.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but De Niro's, like, start to finish, this is the best performance I've ever seen out of the man.
And what a growth in character. I mean, like, as you see the progression more than any movie I can think of.
Yeah.
Of someone.
I would say it's... Yeah, no, I'd say it's probably one of the most ones. American Beauty's pretty good, but we don't talk about that movie because... Redacted in American Beauty did a decent character growth job, but...
We need to take any movie that had him and put somebody over him and
Christopher Plummer. Christopher Plummer
over the top of him.
Let's just deep fake Christopher Plummer in all those movies.
And it will be perfectly family friendly.
It's just him singing Edelweiss 1,000 times.
God. Oh no. Oh, can we start this? Can we start that anybody who's canceled, you just put Christopher Plummer in their place?
God, that would take so long.
It would take so long.
That's a lot of Tim Burton movies to put him in now.
Oh, God.
Man.
Oh, my God. I love it. I want to find one movie where like the entire cast is like terrible people now, and so it's just a
shoot, no, what is it? It's there's one that was like Gal Gadot who got canceled, and then Armie Hammer who got canceled, and then it's the Brana one. It's the Death on the Nile, the one that's the next Agatha Christie one's coming out. There's like 4 people in that movie who are like now not who weren't canceled,
and now
when it got made. And then COVID, and then everybody got canceled. And now it's like, may not be the best movie.
I love it. It's so funny. It's so.
I'm not saying we should do it. I'm not saying we should do an episode on canceled actors, but man,
yeah,
we should just watch bad movies by canceled actors.
Yeah, I mean, is Kenneth Branagh one of them?
No, Branagh's not canceled. He's a dick, but he's not canceled.
Well, I was just saying, there's a lot of reasons to cancel him, but he already knows that. That's who he is.
I am Kenneth Branagh. I am basically descended from Laurence Olivier's testicles.
That's him.
When they cast him as Laurence Olivier in My Week with Marilyn, I was like, who else you could get?
Who else?
Like, what other British actor is basically just Olivier now?
It's great.
Yeah. Also, this movie's way more racist than I remember.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember any of that. I literally just remember some of the scenes of Robert De Niro. So
yeah. No, I think Taxi Driver is brilliant. I think it's. I mean, when you watch a movie like it, it was the movie that I watched a number of Scorsese's and was like, he's fine. I don't know why everyone's like Scorsese, and then I watched this and I was like, oh, Scorsese. I love that. Basically, my thing is, except for The Irishman, any Scorsese movie with De Niro is good.
Yeah, okay, good. And see, and I guess that's why I have to go through all the Leo one now and put the comparison of Leo's performance.
I need to see
De Niro's.
I need to see The Aviator and I need to see Raging Bull, and then I could probably actually. Oh, and if you haven't seen Cape Fear, see Cape Fear because he's really good in that too.
Oh,
this was Scorsese. He was fun.
This is fun. Actually,
lighthearted, real family-friendly stuff right here.
Don't watch 3 of them in one day.
No,
That was a mistake.
I did it too.
Oh,
I got behind and I was like, I got a free Saturday. We're just gonna go. I'm by myself. Jess is at tech.
God.
Then suddenly I got about halfway through Shutter Island and was like, this is too much.
This is too much.
This is not. Don't watch the long ones. Watch Taxi Driver.
I am very excited for our next podcast.
Yeah, so the next podcast we're doing. Remember back in Halloween last year where we kind of stole our sort of setup from the Top 10 podcast. You can't answer me. I don't know why I'm asking you a question like you're there. We're gonna kind of plagiarize Hot Ones a little bit, but we're doing sour ones. Essentially, it's every time we get to a new movie, we're going to take a progressively more sour candy. I was thinking maybe we just get like pure ass citric acid at the very end of it. Just
well, that's the thing. I was like, do we? Maybe we'll talk about. I was going to say, do we get not like the most sour yet? Because in case we want to do it again, we need something to.
Oh no! We got to drop the bomb. What's the sour equivalent of the bomb?
It's toxic waste.
Toxic waste. Yeah.
Except for sour Skittles hurt the teeth more.
Okay. Nate's a sour expert. He's the one who came up with this
sour.
idea.
This is gonna be a breeze, but that's okay.
I wanted to just do hot ones, but he was like, "Nah, we're doing sour."
Hot ones. We can do that later.
We'll do it for sexy movies. Could you imagine us talking about sexy movies with like chicken wings? We do it at a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh my gosh, we're just sitting there at the table.
You wouldn't be able to hear us at all. It'd be atrocious.
Oh my gosh.
This is we're just brainstorming. Yeah, so it's sour movies, which means that we're doing movies that left a sour taste in the mouth, essentially. Like movies that we went in going, this is gonna be pretty good, and we left going, that wasn't as good. It's not bad necessarily. We just were like, I've either it was hyped up too much, or it was.
And some of my choices are, I knew this wasn't gonna be good, and then it was even worse than I thought it was gonna be.
I didn't pick that one. There was one that was in that category. I didn't pick it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to save it for just most disappointing movies ever.
Oh, okay, got it.
Whenever we'll get there someday.
In which case, when we do that, we'll eat food that has no flavor.
Saltines. It's just saltine crackers. Yeah. So.
Good. So, we did it.
Yeah.
Is it your turn or is it my turn? I feel like
it's me, because you did... What the hell did you do?
I did something. I never remember.
De Niro. That's it.
You're going to not do the line? You're going to say De Niro? Sure.
You're talking to me.
You're talking to De Niro? You're talking to De Niro.
I love Ross Marquand did this thing. No, was it Ross Marquand? Some impressionists did a thing about De Niro where he's like, you just bite a lemon. Oh, you get some bad gas. Listen here, Fokker. That's my favorite. That's my favorite story to mom ever. It was the time that she went to meet my in-laws and was like, we're gonna come meet the Fockers, and I was like, Mom, we are the Fockers.
Yeah.
Sorry to break the news.
Sorry, we're the weird.
We're definitely not the other family.
Yeah.
This has been Welcome to the Party, pal. I don't know why I said we never sign off. We just end it.
We just end it. I'll just leave.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Oh, no, I didn't leave.
No!